Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Ken. How's everybody doing tonight? I just wanted to come do another live again. We had such a good time over there on Dale's show. It was good to see all his crew back and stuff. Everybody was talking and laughing. It's good to see everybody alive and well, and just like the good old days. So I just want to come live again. I want to thank everybody who came to my morning stream. I didn't get that very many people, but I thank you all for who came over. Yeah, we just gonna have a little random talk tonight. Just have a little fun and talk a little bit. I'm only gonna be on here for about an hour. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Let me see. Let me go here. Okay, that's that. Okay, that's that. Okay, we all set. So yeah, so we got three people so far. Thank you all for coming over. Really appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. You know what I'm saying? So I'll wait till people start getting notification. We are going to be going on a quest tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked Dale, was he going on a quest? He said, yeah, in about 15, 20 minutes. So I ain't going to be before you guys long. You know what I'm saying? I know it's the weekend, everybody's home, and especially us here in Michigan, we definitely in this, what I'm saying, in the inside, because it's cold outside, guys. It is cold outside. So, I got my little drink here and about to pop that open and just, what I'm saying, we're just gonna kick it. It's the weekend and we here. We are here. So like I said, I want to thank everybody who came over this morning and stuff. It was a real nice stream. I wasn't doing nothing. Took me a nap, so now I'm up now. What I'm saying, I got a little buzz earlier. I don't know, maybe my tolerance is getting low, but I had drunk one beer and that beer gave me a little buzz. I was like, damn. So maybe my tolerance is getting low because I don't drink. I don't drink through the week when I'm working. I don't drink through the week. You know what I'm saying? So only on weekends. So that was my first beer for the week. So maybe my tolerance is getting low a little bit, but I'm gonna get a little buzz tonight and kick back and have some fun for a minute. Like I said, you know, have a nice little talk, then go on a meta quest, see what's out there, see what's going on out there and stuff. I didn't get to catch all the Dale show when you were talking about the fire sticks or whatnot, but you already heard my opinion on the fire sticks, guys. We got 5 people watching me, and I appreciate that. So I'll wait till you guys come over and come say hi to me. And I know if there's a glare, I do apologize because my light is right here. You know what I'm saying? So if I turn this light off, it'll be real dark. So I got this in here. So I do apologize for the glare. But I hope you guys can see me real good. I'm hoping. I did my first live also on TikTok too. So if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, just go over there and type in Kenneth Mullen, and you will see me. Obviously, I'm the one with the Pittsburgh Steelers stars. Just press on that and follow your boy on TikTok. I really appreciate that. You follow me, I follow you back. I just want to put a few little things on my TikTok because I do plan to kind of go live on that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of build that up as well. Oh, big glare. Okay, there's a glare. Okay, let me do this right quick. Let me do this. Hold on one second. Let me do this. Hey, good evening, my brother. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, Rue? Okay, Rue, is that better? That should be a little bit better, Rue. Should be a little bit better. Should be a little bit better. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rue. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yep. So yeah, that should be a little bit better now. Should be a little bit better. Got my little beer here. Yeah, I'm with everybody to come on. We all just left Dale's show. Great show as always. Seeing, it was good to see his team. Everybody back together, everybody alive and well. It's very refreshing to see that. It's always good when your friends can come on and stuff. Like because we are individuals, we all do our own thing, but we all come together. Maybe I might gonna give me an idea. I might try to get some of our for those of you that don't know, okay, now that should be better now, Rule. Was that better? Rule, is that better? That should be a lot better now. I might try to get all of some of my team, my old team together, some of old MS7 people, just come on and do a show. Like, me, Shrika Sharon, and others. You know what I'm saying? Try to. Okay, even better. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. So that's how I'm a rocket now. Kind of cock it and turn it that way. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you, Rue. Thank you, man. I just want to make sure you guys see me. I mean, I ain't much to look at, but I just wanted you guys to kind of see my face and, go that route, Yeah, so like I said, I ain't got nothing to talk about. We did talk about the fire sticks earlier, about we should just go ahead and just leave those alone, just don't even worry about those. Now my mother still has one, and I think there's maybe two other people that I know that still uses them. And until they call me, like I'm not recommending those to nobody else. So if a person comes to me and say, "Ken, what do you recommend?" I'm gonna recommend another device. No more fire sticks, no more. So, and I also told my mother that if she noticed any changes or anything, to give me a call because we might have to switch devices with her. But until that happens, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let her rock that until she can't use it anymore. So hopefully she can have it work. Cause my mom, she don't have to change devices and stuff. She don't have to get used to a whole nother device again. But so we hope not. We just hope everything stays like it is on the older ones. But moving forward, I know that she can't use the other ones. I know that much. So we got 5 people watching. I appreciate that. And I asked guys, if you didn't watch the earlier stream after this one, go back and watch that one, and then also smack that notification bell so that way that you don't miss anything that we put up. And also, guys, check out the Butcher's show. He did a live um, for Auburn. He did a Auburn live. I got to catch the rest of it. I caught a little bit of it. I got to catch the rest of it. So go over there, click the notification. Smack the thumbs up, and also leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? They did a show for Auburn. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that don't know, Auburn passed away last week, and so yes, so we've been pretty much going through that. Since some of you may know them, and some of you may have heard of them, but if you are in the MetaQuest world, like over here the MetaQuest and Plex, you should know him because in one way or another, he's come across your Plex, or one way or another, he does a lot with the Oculus. They have a Telegram group for streamers, Oculus, and all that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, Butcher was the first person. I had mines too, but Butcher was the first one that I seen that had a Oculus Quest. I mean, back in the earlier MS7 days, we used to do live and he used to talk about the Meta Quest, the Oculus Quest, I should say, before they switched to Meta. You know what I'm saying? So he the first one that had an Oculus Quest, and they were doing things on it. Then I wound up getting one, and getting games on it and stuff like that. So now it's done took off, and now that I hear that the Meta Quest 4 is in production, so your boy gonna be all on top of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna turn this one in, or say my wife wanted, and I'm getting the 4. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's how you do it. Because this is something that we want to keep going. Like it's my desire to where that all of us will be able to hop on a quest. Like I'm saying, do like a whole quest party. All of us just hop on a quest and be all back there because in big screen you can put 30 people on there now. 30 people can be on the Meta Quest now. So all of us from different various teams, DST, some old MS7 members, Brooklyn Cord Cutters, Philly Cable Dave, all the, what I'm saying, all the big wigs of the streaming, the Butcher, everybody can come into the Meta Quest, you know what I'm saying? Huff, Big H, everybody can just come up to the Meta Quest and be back there chilling, That's my desire to see the whole streaming community back there, I'm saying 30 people, some people, back there, watching a game or watching UFC and, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't have one of these, These are highly recommended. Highly recommended, guys. We don't have one of these. Get one. I mean, this one was a $500 variant. You don't have to get this one. They have one cheaper that does the same thing called the MetaQuest 3S. That's their other flagship device. So you can get that one. And if I'm not mistaken, it comes with the Batman game and all of that. Like I said, I mean, I used to get this for gaming, but now I just get it when we go back to big screen. I mean, it is so fun to watch it with your 3D movies and Plex. If you guys have a Plex library, it's wonderful with Plex. You can watch YouTube on it and all kind of stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very cool device. Very cool device. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if you guys don't have one, just try it. See if you like it. If you don't like it, you can return it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you owe it to yourself to try that because you know what I'm saying. Like it kind of puts you like in a place without being, you know what I'm saying, without leaving your home, but you're there. You're there, but you're not having to leave your home and stuff. Especially when it's cold, and a lot of people don't go to clubs, and a lot of people don't go to bars or stuff like that. But it puts you in the mix of other people. Like I'm saying, like on VR chat, you can go to nightclubs, you can do all of that stuff without leaving the comforts of your home. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something to do there. If you're a late person that stays up late to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, there's something in there for you. I'm saying if you are just somebody that just want to go on big screen with your friends, it's something in there as well. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like it's a pretty good device. Very, very good device. Very good device. And yeah, so I'm just sitting here, see my wife and everybody, they sleep and stuff, everybody chilling, you know what I'm saying? Let me so I'm gonna hang out for a minute. But the people come on, if anybody wanna say something to me, that's fine. If anybody have any questions, what I'm saying, I'll be glad to answer those questions and everything. So I just thank everybody who participates in these lives, because we just do these lives just to interact with the people. Like I said, I mean, I'm not monetized, like I don't get paid for this, it's just fun for me. Like I said, give me a chance to come on and talk to people that I haven't seen in a while, or too far to visit. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you an opportunity to just, talk to your friends and stuff. So, I'm trying to find my I'm trying to find my lighter. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? This is a black and mild, guys. There ain't no blunt. It's a black and mild. It's a black and mild, yeah. So just wanted to, like I said, just wanted to come on for a second. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to add some more stuff to my Plex as well. I didn't get a chance to do that because I had fell asleep. So yeah, so I got some stuff in my Real to Bread that I'm gonna go through my, download and put it in my Plex. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So yeah, yep. So is everybody ready for Christmas? Is everybody else shopping now, or what everybody doing? Because we got like another next week. Christmas is next week, or we got another week or 2 weeks, or what? The 25th. Yeah, I think another 2 weeks, I believe. Before Christmas comes. Then we got New Year's. We're already in 2026. Man, this year kind of went fast. This year went really fast. Oh, 2 weeks? Okay. 2 weeks. Okay, nice. 2 weeks. Thank you, Rue. This kind of went kind of fast. This year went fast because so next thing I know, I'm looking up and it's 2026 already. Yep. So like I say, guys, you know what I'm saying? You know, um, like I say, life is short. You know how fast it's going. Time waits for nobody. Or like I said, if now also, so I want to say this as well. Like if you are into it with anybody, or if you have a quarrel with somebody, like try to get it right with those people. Try to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Because look, we are human. We all make mistakes. We all get caught all up in, and stuff. And then when you think about it, what I'm saying, you be wondering, like for an example, I've had problems with, like I've gotten, what I'm saying, I've had like difference of opinions with people, so you guys know the stories about some people. But here's the thing, like it's always good to throw out the olive branch to get, to talk to people about it. Because here's the thing, we are people and we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, what I'm saying, look, listen, it was just a misunderstanding. You talk to those people and you find out, hey, they want to get it right as well. So it's all about getting it right with people. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, what I'm saying, it'd be a terrible thing for us to pass on. And we knew all it could have took was a phone call, or all it could have took was you just reaching out. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you feel like that, it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad. Hey, what's up, JJ? What's going on, my friend? Yep, because what I'm saying, I've had differences with people, and we've talked in the background, and all is well. You know what I'm saying? All is well. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't nothing that deep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, sometimes we go on our own thinking, and everything ain't what it appears. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't what it seems. You know what I'm saying? Because we all made of flesh, and the Bible says, "In His flesh dwelleth no good thing." We'll all make mistakes, guys. We all make mistakes and stuff. So it's all about going to a person and getting it right. Okay, let me see. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rue. Thank you, my man. Thank you for stopping by, Rue. Appreciate you, man. Okay, Rue said, "What's up with JJ?" Let me put the link out and see if JJ want to come on. If not, JJ, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Or like anybody can grab the link and come on. Yeah, so grab that link, JJ, if you want to come on. So I just wanted to come on for a second. You know what I'm saying? We are having fun. We are having fun and having a good time. Because how many of us have had, like, we get into it with our wives or our husbands or our significant others, and all it takes is just to talk. You know, look, I apologize. Like it didn't mean to go that way and stuff like that. And then bam, what I'm saying? Because we always going to do that. As long as we in this flesh, we're always going to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with apologizing, saying I was wrong. Can you forgive me? And things of that nature. Because we've all come short. We've all come short on things. Yeah. So guys, so I'm just rambling on. Just talking. But I do I want to say that if there's anybody that you've offended or anybody that you feel that you need to get something right with, like I would charge you guys to do that before the new year comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying, guys, it's about trying to do right. Okay, nice, JJ. I'm glad you're doing good, my friend. Glad you're doing good. Yep. Yeah, because what I'm saying, we all want to make sure that we get it right with people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing wrong with that. Some of my best friends, I got some best friends that I grew up with. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye. So we may have said some things, but it's always good to go back and talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what true friendship and what being an adult is. You know what I'm saying? It's about apologizing, admitting you're wrong, and moving on from that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, so guys, so I want to say that, I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with putting your pride to the side and say, look, listen, I messed up. It's my fault, and I apologize. Even sometimes we might even have to, give a person, like how should I put this? Like for instance, like some people might not know how to come to you So because you went to them and apologized, it made it easier for them to say, you know what, I messed up too. So that's a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? We have to do that too for the greater good, you know what I'm saying? And everything. Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Is you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, put it to you like this. Okay, if you try to go to somebody and like because the Bible says, like, okay, the Bible says this. If you have an alt with now this is how it says it, okay. If you have an alt with your brother and if you try to go back to that person and that person doesn't receive it or that person doesn't accept it, the Bible says to shake the dust off your feet and move on. You know what I'm saying? But in most cases, if you go to somebody, you know, usually they'll want to apologize too. They want to apologize too. But if you ever run into a case where a person will like, well, look, whatever, what else can you do? You know what I'm saying? You done went to that person. I'm saying you've apologized to that person and everything like that. So what else can you do at that point? You can't do anything. So at that point, you got to just shake the dust off your feet. But most people, though, most people are going to receive your apology and they want to make it right too because it takes more to just be mad at somebody than to be, you know what I'm saying, to be having they're right with people. Because, you know, there's no secret that I've had problems with people, but all it took was a phone call. And now look, listen, it feels so wonderful when you're with somebody or when you've been made up with somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is like easier. You know what I'm saying? It's like easier and stuff because don't nobody want to walk with 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 uh with hatred in their heart or disagreements in their heart. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if a person doesn't simple, but if they don't want you to, you know, if you go to them and they don't accept it, then what can you do? You know what I'm saying? You really can't do anything. And I don't know why I'm going this way. Maybe because I'm big on that because now that we're going into the new year, so we don't want to have that going into the new year. So whatever baggage you have on this year, try to eliminate that, guys, because we're only a couple of weeks away from the new year. And we want to try to make things easier going into the new year because we don't want to bring old stuff into a new year. You know what I'm saying? I know that's cliche. We say that every year. I'm saying, but every year has their own baggage. You know what I'm saying? So every year we try to let that go. So I'm sure people will be saying that when 2027 gets here, leave 2026 where it was. Let's go to 2027. I mean, that's just cliche. We all say that, but it's so true because every year comes with their own baggage. And so we should try to be every year, try to let go of all of the old baggage that we've had before. Because it feels so good to go into a new year knowing that, listen, I've made it right with people. You know what I'm saying? I've apologized to people and I've gotten it right. You know what I'm saying? And that like feels great. You know what I'm saying? Like like a whole burden has been lifted. You know what I'm saying? So listen, so try that. You know what I'm saying? So try that, guys. So if you have any quarrels with anybody, you know, try to reach out to that person. Like if they, I'm saying, like if they have a phone number and you still have it, call them up, you know, email them, you know, try to get in touch with them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's very important. Because nobody's promised tomorrow. You know, nobody's promised the next hour, the next day. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important. I don't know why I'm going this route, but you know what I'm saying, you know, but hey, maybe this was meant for me to go this route for somebody to hear me say that, you know, because while we are here shopping and while we are doing our thing, you know what I'm saying, because it's so easy to say, well, listen, I don't care what nobody think, I'm gonna do. You know that can be true in some instances, but we should want to try to get things right with people. If a person haven't tried to get you killed or try to get your family killed or try to do anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it should be nothing that you shouldn't talk about because 9 times out of 10, it was something that was a misunderstanding. And If you find, and like I'm saying, like in most cases, if you talk to a person, you'll find out that it was just really a misunderstanding. Like I'm saying, you'd be like, man, why was we even arguing, man? Why was we even, even going through that? Hey, what's going on, Kiko? Top of the evening, sir. Top of the evening, man. Yeah, man, I'm just chopping it up, man. Hey, Shelly, how you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too, Shelly. Hey, Kiko, what's going on? You can grab that link, Kiko, if you want to come on. JJ, I'm saying you can grab it, Shelly. Well, I know Shelly ain't gonna grab it. Shelly's so shy, but listen, like, and then like when you talk to a person and then you get it right with them, I don't care what nobody says. It's like a big burden has been lifted off. Because don't nobody want to walk around knowing that you got, what I'm saying, that you mad at a person or you haven't got it right with a person. That feels so much better to know that listen, me and this person is all right. Me and this person is cool. You know what I'm saying? It makes it so much better to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because we all grown. We've all had our, we all do what we do, but there's nothing wrong with getting it right. You know what I'm saying? That's what grown people do. You know what I'm saying? We try to get things right with our people because one thing about it, in this streaming race, we are YouTubers. Nobody's going anywhere. Like nobody, because there was a time where that we will all be able to go on different other channels and stuff and all of that. Like I was over there with DST earlier, over there with Dale. It felt so good to be in their chat, interacting and stuff like that. Nobody's making fun of nobody. Nobody's got no more, so nobody has any animosity. Nobody has none of that stuff, and it feels good. Like if Dale comes over to one of my chats or whatever, everybody's going to greet him. Everybody's going to greet DST, whether it's J Mac, whether it's Bo, whether it's LJ, whether it's Real, whether it's Brooklyn, whether it's Huff, whether it's Bo Knows, whoever comes over here will be greeted and treated with respect. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna see to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, guys. You know what I'm saying? We are individuals and we all have difference of opinions. But one thing is that we should always be respectful to each other. Always treat people with respect. Always be professional. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Sorry for barking up the wrong tree, my friend, because I have tried multiple times to apologize to Super Dale, and he would not even try to work it out. Well, you know what, JJ? Like I said, JJ, I'm gonna talk to him about that. Like I said, me and Dale haven't had a chance to talk really because we've been so busy. So before you say that other part, because number one, sometimes we got to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's busy, he works and stuff, he does a lot of stuff, and so when I talk to him, I'm going to mention that. You know what I'm saying? Because he might not even be aware of that you're even trying to reach out. See, sometimes, like, what I'm saying, we have to also give people the benefit of the doubt as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, he may not know that you're trying to reach out to him, JJ. So let me try to talk to him and see what's going on because, like I say, so you got to imagine, Dale is busy. He works, he runs his channel, and a lot of people. So he got a lot going on with a lot of people and stuff. So it may be, what I'm saying, it might be that slim chance that he might not understand or see. Oh, okay, okay. But I understand. I mean, people have the right to their opinions and stuff about, benefit of the doubt and stuff like that. I mean, I understand. I mean, I get that. That's fine. But I'm still, excuse me, I'm gonna still talk to him and stuff and see what's going on because it could just be a case of that he might not even know. And then there's a lot of cases like that too. A lot of times people, not saying this is you, JJ, but I'm just saying a lot of people they they don't understand that a person may not know that people are trying to reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? Unless you actually, you know, in that circle. Well, JJ, we don't want to be negative about it. So we don't want to be negative about it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be negative about it. We want to take a nicer approach to that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be be rude and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be rude and negative about it. Because I've never heard anything like that. But I'll talk and we'll try to get it straightened out. Let me see what. Thank you so much, Southern Tech. Thank you, Southern Tech. Did you have a great weekend too, Southern Tech? Okay, you're going on coffee break. Okay, coffee break. Okay, great. Okay, yep. Yeah. So yeah, we all, like I said, we all busy and we all got things going on. Matter of fact, I'll be going over there today and I'll talk to Dale myself, JJ, you know what I'm saying, about that. I'll mention it to him that you're trying to reach out to him and I'll see what he says and then we'll just go from there. And I'll call you as well. And maybe I might even be able to do a thread with you guys or something like that. Because he's never said anything to me about it and or nothing like that. So he may not know. So he may not know, JJ. I mean, we have to assume that, you know what I'm saying? Because we never everything negative. So I'll talk to him and then we just go from there. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about it, but we don't want to be negative about it because, like I said before, it could just be a misunderstanding. And in most cases, that's what it is, a misunderstanding with people. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we're in flesh, you know, we're in flesh. So we assume things. Things may not be what it appears. I know we all busy. We all got things got going on and stuff, but we have to just also understand that, listen, until I hear it from the horse's mouth, I'm going to just assume that it's a misunderstanding. If a person don't say, well, look, Ken, I don't want to make up with you. We're not, we're never going to be friends again. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. You know, then I understand. I get the picture. Then that's when you dust the, you're saying you dust, you put the dust off your feet and you move to the dust off your feet and move on. But until a person says that, then, you know, so we can't assume that they are not willing to make things right. You know, that's just how I look at it. You know, it's not about kissing nobody's ass. It's not about uh, 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 yielding to them. It's about making things right because we are men. We are men. We are grown. We are women and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we want to, you know, go to people and stuff because sometimes, you know, there can be other people in people's ear. You know, people can be in other people's ears and stuff. We don't know what's going on. So basically, like we want to just be positive about it until you hear otherwise. That's just the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could be wrong, but that's just the way I look at it. We want to always, you know what I'm saying, not assume the worst. Okay. Well, with that being said, guys, smack that thumbs up. I don't know why I'm going this way. Maybe this was meant to be said because I didn't really have any content. Like I'm saying, like we've talked about the fire sticks enough. We've talked about um, you know, the apps and stuff enough. You know, because here's the thing, because while we got these fire sticks going and while we're talking about these apps, we still got to understand, guys, we're still human. We still got family issues going. We still got family stuff we got to attend to. We still got a livelihood to do because outside of this, guys, I have a job, I have a wife, I have a family, I have all these things, which is like everybody else. So now that's the real life. You know what I'm saying? These fire sticks and the video shields and stuff. This is just some stuff that we do as a hobby and some stuff that we just do to try to save money and try to do things like that and to help people, you know, save money and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just so happen we make a couple of dollars doing it. But once these cameras go off, I'm back to being a husband. I'm back to being a father. I'm back to being a brother. I'm back to being a son and all of these things. You see what I'm saying? Right. So we all, and then also we all live in different states. We all live in different, you know, different parts all across the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of us may never meet each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've had the privilege of meeting a few people outside of YouTube and stuff, and that was good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know, we all just got to just kind of try to, I'm saying, if there's a means to try to make things right, to try to, to try to make things right. Let me see. Wanted to let you know that my Ray Neals came today and not Wednesday like they were. Oh, okay, nice, nice. You know what, Shelly? I was talking to Big H about them. I looked at a few people that reviewed them, and I went and read them. Like I don't think that's something that I'd be interested in. I mean, like I may get them, mess with them for maybe about a day or two, and I know for a fact that those will sit on my dresser and not be used. You know what I'm saying? So like I was telling Big H that I'm at a point now to where that I'm going to buy stuff that I know that I'm going to use, because as you can see, like back here behind me, like I don't have my Switch 2 no more. I don't have my PS5 Series X. I sold one of my computers and all that kind of stuff, because I wasn't using that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like I say, behind me up above, if I turn this camera up, you'll see like I got all these devices in the back and stuff. I don't even use these TVs. Very seldom even turn on. I very seldom even turn these TVs on. The only thing that really stays on is my Plex server over here. I'm saying like I'm kind of old school with it. I still got like a gaming laptop, with hard drives on it that's connected. That stays on 24/7 because that's my Plex server. But everything goes. I don't even really turn anything on. You guys never see this TV on. I got one, two, three, four. I got 14. Well, actually five. Technically five TVs in here. Five TVs and three monitors. There's only one or maybe two monitors that me on. Like this one that I've been talking to you with here, and the one over in my gaming PC. These very seldom even be turned on. Let's see here. Let me see. Yep, and that's what I'm going to say. Like it's good. Like I said, I'm not saying that they're not that is not a good product, but it's good for if you're traveling or if you want to go all the time, then that works for you. Like I say though, that's why people say present products and they review products to see if it's something that you may be interested in. Because every product ain't good for everybody. So a lot of people might say, well, some things that I might buy, like, well, Ken, that's not a good product for me, and that's fine. So that's why there's difference of opinions and different things like that, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because see, Shelly finds use for them. Me, like I suffer from FOMO, fear of missing out. Like that's how I went with the Switch 2. Like everybody had it. It was hard to get. And so like I wanted it. I told my wife I wanted it. And we made a saying I got it. I played I played two games on it. I played the Donkey Kong and the Mario Kart World. I played it. That thing sat there. So I'm like, let me get rid of it. So I'm like, look, I'm not gonna buy that thing again because I done spent money on it, all that money on it, over $500 some dollars for that, and invested in it and stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that crap no more. So now I'm just at a point now that I'm gonna buy stuff that I know that I'm going to do, like this here. So when the four comes out, ain't no doubt I'm gonna get that because I use this. I uses this, and then eventually I'll upgrade my graphics card because I use my PC. So I'm just at a point to where that I just invest in stuff that I buy stuff that I'm going to use. Because I've done that so much. You know what I'm saying, guys? I spend money. I done spent over the years, guys. If you look at some of my older YouTube videos, I done bought this box. I done bought that box. I done bought Nvidia shields. I done bought formulas. I done bought this $400 over here that I can't think of it right now. The one with the skeleton on it. I can't think of that one, but bought all of that stuff. Got a bunch of devices connected to that TV up above here, like up here, up there. See, you got a TV up there. See what I'm saying? So bought that, you know what I'm saying? Bought that stuff. So yeah. But I'm not saying that that they're not a good product. I'm just like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a birthday coming up and we also got Christmas. I was gonna have my wife buy them for me, but I already know. I already know, Shelly. I already know the thing's gonna be used maybe once or twice, and they're gonna either sit here on this desk or on this desk behind me. It won't be used again. And then I wind up trying to get rid of them again. Like, dang, why the hell did I do that again? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? You know? Yeah, guys. So, guys, I'm just sitting here getting a little buzz, just rapping to you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, yeah. So, like I said, I hope everybody's gonna have a good Christmas. And my wife has to work, so I don't think we doing anything for Christmas. We already said we wasn't doing anything like that. You know, the weekend where now it's like, about the grandkids something, and then that'll be about it. We ain't got a Christmas tree. We ain't even got a Christmas tree up, guys. Well, we just like look whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let me see. Oh, uh, good question. Good question. No, 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 no. You be curious. The reason why there's five TVs in here is because back in the beginning, when we were doing our shows and channels and stuff, I always had this vision that I wanted multiple TVs to be in here where that I can try different devices on different TVs and stuff. And believe it or not, Shelly, each TV does I got different TVs that do different things on different devices. Okay, now this TV behind me here, this is a gaming TV. So back when I bought my Series X and bought my PS5, I wanted to get a gaming TV. This TV was like almost $3,000 when I first got it. You see what I'm saying? So I bought it for that. These TVs up here were just TVs that I would try different devices on and things like that. And then also during like March Madness or something, I would have different TVs that I can watch multiple games on and stuff like that. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I did that. And then also that I had a vision to where that I always wanted a bunch of screens behind me to do different things. So that's why. Good question. Appreciate that. Good question. Yep, good question. Yep. So yep. So yeah. This TV behind me, like I think it might be a little bit cheaper now, but at the time I purchased it, this didn't do nothing but play games on it. Like I said, my PS5, my Series X and stuff. But now I got other stuff connected to it too now. So that was for that. And then the other TV up above, that was my wife's old TV before she switched over to a 4K OLED. I put that up there, you know, since that's why it's called the lab. Because I wanted different devices connected to do different stuff. But now that I'm out of it, I don't really use a lot of these TVs like I used to. But I think it's still pretty cool to have them, though. I think, you know. So there's no lack of TVs in here, as you see. So good question, Shelly. You know, keep the questions coming. That was a good question. So I hope I answered your question. Yep. So like I said, guys, it's 43 minutes. I'm gonna be on for about an hour, and then I'm gonna be on out your way. Probably work on my Plex some more. Or play some games, like I said, because I took a nap, guys. So I'm up, guys. I'm up for a minute. I might even watch. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That Welcome to Dairy, that's been surprisingly good. You know, so if you guys haven't watched that, watch that. I recommend that TV series. The Welcome to Dairy. That's for sure, King. Yes, you did. Okay, great, 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 great. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yep, 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 yep. I am. As soon as I get through with this stream, Shelly, yes, I will be getting on a quest. Yes, ma'am. I would definitely be getting on a quest. That's for sure. Matter of fact, let me see if they're on it now. Let me just see who's on it now. Let me just look and see. Oh, the butcher on too. Oh, 5. Oh, yeah, yeah. That was at 5:10. Let me see. Okay. I got so many messages in here. Okay, let me go here. Who tried to call me? Okay, that was spam. Okay, let's see. So my wife. Okay, my wife sent me something. My wife sent me something. Hey, what's up, William? Man, bro, it is off the chain, dog. Yeah, good seeing you too, William, man. Y'all saw you over on Dale's channel too, man. Good to see you. Yeah, that Welcome to Dairy is good. It surprised me. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we watched. I got she watched the last episode. I gotta see it because I was kind of tired, so I took a nap and stuff. So she been watching it and stuff. So I've been making sure that I've been keeping up with the episodes so that way that I can pop them in there for so that way she can watch them. Yeah, man, that Welcome to Dairy is off the chain. It sure is. It sure is. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is scary. Yep. Yep. I ain't gonna lie to you, Shelly. Yep. Because it's like about the clown, Stephen King's It, but it's just in TV show format. So yes, it is scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, it is, man. Off the chain, brother. It's real good. So yeah, so I might have that on this here. You know, so I might have that on here. Watch it here and stuff. And stuff. So yeah, the Welcome to Dairy. Let's see. Right, 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 right. If you don't like scary stuff, then yeah, like I can't recommend it to you. I'm saying like if you're not a scary, you know, a horror fan or whatever, like I can't really but this is what I find interesting though. My wife, she's not really a horror person. She's scary when it comes to horror, but this here she can kind of tolerate this. This ain't as scary as because I asked her, so I said, "Son, look, why you like this and it's scary?" She said, "Well, Ken, it's scary, but it's not that scary like what I'm usually watching. Like if we watch like a movie in my plex or something, like a horror movie in my plex or something, you know what I'm saying? She usually gets scared and stuff like that. But the Welcome to Dairy, she say that it's just enough scary for her to tolerate. Like I said, she can watch it by herself. You know what I'm saying? But all them other movies like The Nun and what I'm saying, all those other ones and stuff, she can't Hereditary and all that stuff, she can't watch that. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, ooh, excuse me, y'all. I apologize. Excuse me. So like I say, Shelly, try the first episode or whatever. And if it seems to be too scary for you, then watch it. Because I don't know if you just don't like scary at all, or because this is one thing that I found out is that some people they like horror, but it depends on what type. Some people don't like I said, like I know somebody that'll watch scary movies, but they don't like the demonic stuff, like with the devil and the demonic stuff. They don't like that stuff, but they don't mind the blood and the gore and stuff like that. But when you're talking about like souls and spirits and devils and stuff, they don't like all that kind of stuff, which I don't blame them. But if like for example, like here, a prime example. Okay, now some people might like to watch Jason. Okay, Jason is just a slasher. Chucky, he's a slasher. So most people can watch those and be okay. But when you're talking about like what's the new ones out? Uh, uh, oh my God, the one that just came out with Last Rites and whatever. I can't, oh my God, my mind drew a blank. But those that kind of stuff like that. So what is it called? Shoot. Hold on, y'all. This is gonna bother me. This is gonna bother me. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Hold on. The Conjuring. Okay. Okay. Yep. So some people don't like The Conjuring because see that's a different type of scary. So some people might not want to tolerate that part, but they don't mind watching like Chucky, Leprechaun, and Jason. See my point? So there's different different levels of scary that people like. Now my wife, she gonna watch Chucky because she thinks Chucky is hilarious. So we did watch the Chucky TV series, and she also can watch Leprechaun and stuff. But when you get into like The Conjuring and things like that, she don't like that kind of stuff. That stuff kind of scares her a little bit. Oh, okay. Freddie kept you up a whole weekend. Okay, right, right. Yep, yep. Freddie. Yep. But now that I've gotten older now, some of those scary movies be funny now, you know. But now, see, now here's the thing with me. Now, like I'm saying, often you hear me say this a lot of times. It's like I don't like stuff with kids, like little white girls and little kids and stuff. I don't like Children of the Corn and like movies like that that got little kids in it, like little kids and stuff. I don't like that stuff. That stuff creeps me out. You know, like for instance, like what's that one um I can't think of it right now, but they had little kids in it, or they had little kids in it, and that creeps me out. Like little creepy stuff, like not like blood and gore, but just like creepy stuff that creeps me out. Now stuff like that I can't watch. Like when that little boy came, now in Pet Cemetery, when that little boy came in, he was like, "Arr, arr," and that little knife and cut the guy's heel and stuff. And so when they buried him, came back. He was, "Arr, arr." That scared the shit out of me. I don't know why that scares me like that. Like little kids and stuff, like little, especially little white girls and stuff, and or little kids. Period in movies that creeps me out. Children of the Corn, the orphan. I had to barely kind of watch that a little bit because about that little girl and stuff. Man, it's just creepy. Yeah, yes. See, said that was scary. See, little kids and stuff. See, so that some of y'all might say, "Well, Ken, why is it scary?" I don't know, but that just creeps me out. Like stuff like that, little creepy stuff, like stuff that that could probably happen. Like I'm saying, like seeing blood and gore, that doesn't really bother me. But seeing like little creepy stuff, like a person, like example. Let me tell you an example. Okay, I just watched Misery again, the movie Misery. Most of y'all probably seen Misery. Y'all remember the part of Misery where the light, where he was trying to get her with the knife and stuff. He was laying down, and then when the lightning and stuff strike, and she was standing over him and hit him with that needle. That was creepy to me. See, shit like that is creepy to me. Like a person looking at you while you sleep, or you wake up and somebody's staring at you, or somebody peeping around a corner, watching you. Because look, let me tell you. Yeah, Misery was good. Misery was good. Let me tell you this. Now, look, my wife, she messes with me. She say, "Okay, with your scary ass." Like, when I take a shower and stuff, right? When I go to the bathroom, whether I'm using it or taking a shower, I always lock the door. I locked the door. So one day my wife was beating on the door. She's like, "Hey, I'm trying to use," because we only got one bathroom. My wife was like, "Hey, I'm trying to go use the bathroom." So I had to jump out the shower and open the door. She said, "Why you got the bathroom door locked?" I said, "Cause you know how I am." She said, "With your scary ass." I'm like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that, like that creeping up on you or watching you." I'm saying, 'cause I always got this thing about somebody go like pull the curtain back, saying it just kind of like it's weird, but that's the kind of stuff that scares me. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, blood and gore. Just that creepy stuff. Like you waking up, somebody's looking at you while you're sleeping, or peeping over your corner and stuff. Yeah, I know that's funny, shit. I know that's funny. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that gets me going like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, that's scary. So yeah, so everybody have their own levels of scary. You know what I'm saying? But Welcome to Derry, that's really good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Like it definitely surprised me. You know what I'm saying? It definitely surprised me. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it was really good, a really good TV series. I'm getting into it. Really getting into it. Yep. Yeah, I know, sure that is funny. Yep. So why you always locking the door on me? Why you always locking the door? So there ain't anybody in here but us. I'm like, what are you locking the door for? I'm like, son, you already know why I lock the door. He said, yeah, with your scary ass. I'm like, ain't nobody finna come in here on you. I'm like, look. You already know that we've been married for a long time. You already know that shit bothers me. And I've tried to psychologically get help with that because I like what song look pretend like I'm asleep, okay, and then kind of like creep around and look at it, see my eyes closed. I'm trying to pretend, like look. I don't know why I'm doing this shit. It's some silly shit, but yeah. So I pretend like I'm asleep with my eyes closed, right? My eyes closed, and then like okay, and then I open them, and she looking at me, and it still freaks me out. And then like one day, I said, listen, let me yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? So one day, Shelly, I had her look. I said, "So look, okay, get behind me, right? Look in the mirror, and I'm gonna stand in front of you, and look in the mirror too. But I'm gonna close my eyes. See my eyes close again. Then when I open them and see you behind me, that's scary. That's some scary stuff. Some scary stuff. Yep. So yeah, but listen, guys. On that note, I'm getting ready to go. I just wanted to say a little something right quick because I'm going to get over to the Meta Quest, Shelly. So don't forget, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Yeah, I know, Shelly. I knew she was there, but it still creeps me out, though. I did know she was there, but it still scared me, though. You know what I'm saying? It still scared me, though. Yeah. It still freaked me out, though. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much, Shelly. Thank you. And listen, guys, if you ever met a Quest, I'll see you guys over there in big screen. You know, Shelly, I am going to go over on the Meta Quest, so I'll see you over there. I love you all. See you guys on the next one. Hit the notification bell. Peace, guys. I'm out.